You finally stop, and it doesn't feel good. You sit down, take a break, try to relax. But instead of feeling calm, something else shows up. Guilt. Like you should be doing something. Like you're wasting time. Like you haven't earned this moment. So even when you're resting, you're not really at rest. Your mind is still busy, thinking about what needs to be done, what you haven't finished, what you should be doing instead. And that turns something simple into something uncomfortable. Because relaxing feels wrong. And that feeling doesn't come out of nowhere. At some point, you learn that your value is tied to what you do, to being productive, to being useful, to staying on top of things. So when you're not doing something, it feels like you're falling short, even if you've already done enough, even if you're tired. Because your mind isn't measuring effort, it's measuring output. And if there's no visible output, it assumes something is missing. But here's the shift. The guilt you feel when you relax isn't a sign that you're doing something wrong. It's a sign that you've learned to associate rest with a loss of value, not with recovery, not with balance, but with falling behind. So your mind tries to pull you back into action, back into doing, because that's where it feels safe. That's where it feels in control. There's also something deeper underneath it. If you slow down, things surface. Thoughts you've been avoiding, feelings you haven't had time to process. And staying busy can keep those things at a distance. So relaxing isn't just about stopping. It's about being still long enough to notice what's there. And that can feel uncomfortable. So your mind resists it, pushes you back into movement, back into distraction. But the more you avoid rest, the more drained you become. Not just physically, mentally, emotionally. Because constant doing doesn't give your system time to reset. And over time, that builds. You feel tired but unable to switch off. Busy but not really present. So the solution isn't to force yourself to relax perfectly. It's to change how you see it. Rest isn't something you earn, it's something you need, not as a reward, but as part of functioning properly. The same way you need sleep, the same way you need space to think. And when you start to see it that way, something shifts. The guilt doesn't disappear instantly, but you stop treating it as a signal that you're doing something wrong. You recognize it for what it is, a habit, a learned response. And instead of reacting to it, you allow it to be there, while you rest anyway, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. Because over time, your mind starts to learn something new, that nothing falls apart when you stop, that your value doesn't disappear when you're not producing, and that rest isn't the opposite of progress, it's part of it. And maybe that's the truth. You don't struggle to relax because you're doing it wrong. You struggle to relax because you've been taught that slowing down means falling behind. And once you start to question that, rest begins to feel different. Not like something you have to justify, but like something you're allowed to have.